Hi, my name is Zev, and I'm from MegaVoice, and we produce solar-powered audio Bibles. We have the Envoy S series, and the Envoy S Dual, and the Envoy S, which are the basic player that we have. Those are still good players, but we're doing this video because I want to introduce to you our new Envoy E series. We're very excited about this series, and we think that the features on the Envoy E series will assist missionaries even better to spread God's word around the world. The Envoy Elite is the player that I will be focusing on. The Envoy E series has 4 players: the Envoy Ember, the Envoy Equip, the Envoy Echo, and the Envoy Elite. Now the Envoy Elite has all the features that all the other Envoy E series players has, and so that's why I'm going to focus on the Envoy Elite right now. First of all, this player has all the basic functions of the Envoy S series. So you can turn the player on, and you can skip forward book, chapter, and intervals of 10 or 15 seconds to hear the different verses in each chapter. And you can also change the languages or the books by pressing the green button up here. And so that is the basic function of the Envoy S, and the Envoy Elite series, the Envoy E series, do have that function as well. So we have added the flashlight to the Envoy E series. All of the Envoy E players have a flashlight, and you can activate the flashlight by pushing the flashlight button just like this. We thought this was a very bright idea ourselves. It is the basic function of the Envoy E series. And so the flashlight does work regardless of turning the player on. So the player could be off, no audio is heard, and you can still use the flashlight. Now I'm going to just go over the basic button functions, and then I'll show you a demonstration. We have the radio, which is the yellow button up at the top. We have an audio recording function. You can record yourself. We have the speed hearing function. You can speed up the audio or you can slow it down for better hearing or quicker hearing. And we also have an external micro SD card jack. So the Envoy E series have onboard memory, which is locked and can only be accessed with the Envoy Elite SLS cables. And it also has the option for a micro SD card to be inserted inside, and you can hear any of the audio that's on the SD card. So let me turn the player on. You'll notice, if you are familiar with the Envoy S players, that the power on-off button is actually on the side as opposed to on the front of the player. I just turned it on, and I heard a beep, which means the player is on. So this is the English Bible, and if I want to access the other language, I just hold down the green button, and it will take me to the Spanish Bible that I've loaded onto the player. I'm going to turn the player down so I can talk. If I want to access the micro SD memory, I push the green button a 3rd time, which will take me to the audio that I have on the micro SD card. If I eject the micro SD card while playing, then it defaults. The player will default to the onboard memory. So that's the SD card. Let's hear the radio function. I'm going to turn the player up. I'm going to long press the radio button. And you can hear that I already have a radio station pre-programmed. If I want to scan for another radio station, I just hold the arrow key down, and it finds different radio stations. Now, if I want to lock a certain radio station so that I always have it pre-programmed on the player, all I need to do is hold down any of the bottom arrow key buttons with a long press. So I've just saved that radio station. Let's talk about the recording function. I'm going to hold down the record button. Right away you're going to see that the red LED light will turn on. This means that I am in the record function mode. I'm not recording yet. In order to do that, I need to press the record key again. You hear a beep, and you see the flashing red light. This means we are currently recording. So I'm recording the conversation right now. And if I want to stop recording, all I need to do is, again, press the record button. You will hear a beep, which means the recording has been saved. And if I want to hear what I've recorded, I push the green button. Let me turn it up. This means we are currently recording. So I'm recording the conversation right now. Now if I don't like my recording, all I do is press back on the arrow key, the upper arrow key backwards, and I heard 3 beeps, which means I've erased the audio that I just recorded. This will be extremely helpful for missionaries around the world who want to record a message onto a micro SD card and then give it to whoever they want, or people who go to a gathering or a church meeting and they can record the sermon and then take the recording home and let their family hear the sermon. So that's a very nice feature. So I'm going to go back to the Bible, and in order to do that, I'm going to push the green button. I should hear the Bible.
In the darkness he called night.
Let's talk about the speed function. I'm going to hold down the blue speed button,
Then God said,
and I'm going to see here that it's a green and red flashing light. And I'm going to slow down by simply lowering the volume or lowering the speed.
and divided the waters which were under the firmament.
And if I want to speed up, then I hit the plus or volume up
And God
button.
called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day.
So those are the basic functions of the Envoy E series. We also have, as all of our audio players, a solar panel on the back, so you can also charge it by using the sun. There is also a micro USB connection and an earphone jack, so you can hear privately, and you can also charge the player through the electricity if you like. And so all in all, we're quite excited to introduce this player to our partners. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to visit our website, www.megavoice.com. There's plenty of information there, plenty of user manuals and user guides and other videos that explain about some of our other products that it will enhance your ability to spread God's word around the world. Thank you very much.